Hi guys, this is Cherry. So it has been a really long time that I haven't posted any video on my YouTube channel because lots of things was going on. So as you guys know, last year I was in the UK, but this year I wasn't in the UK anymore. I have moved to another country. So new life, new experiences, lots of things has changed so far. I have thought of making a video, but I just was so lazy and couldn't come up with a topic. I have thought of making a daily vlog, but it's so stupid as well because it hasn't much thing during my day. So since I have moved here for half a year, lots of my friends ask me questions. What is it like in Denmark and how is it compared to the UK? To be really honest, UK is my best country, and it's incomparable. But there's still something that I have to be honest. And what I'm gonna share today isn't just based on my observations and experiences, but also based on my husband's. And the experiences are so different as well because last year I was in the UK to pursue my higher education and work part-time at primary school. But this year there isn't a master degree anymore. There is no working at primary school anymore. So it's so different, right? And also I'm pregnant, so last year it was more about educational system and experience as an international student, and this year is more about healthcare system. Right, so without further ado, let's get started. So in the UK, they speak English for sure with British accents. It's a bit challenging at first to understand, but it's not that hard. Over the time, you get used to it. And you can also mimic the British accent, which is so sexy and elegant. So it's nice, isn't it? Denmark, they speak Danish. The majority can speak English, but they just do not like it. Unless you are not able to understand Danish, then they will speak English. If not, they will speak Danish all the time. So if you are able to manage to get a job which do not require speaking Danish, congratulations, that's perfect, that's great, that's brilliant. But when you move to Denmark, they have the language course for you, which is free of charge. You just need to pay the deposit, attend the course, and take the language test. It's both freaking crazy in Denmark and in the UK. The weather changed so fast, like 15 minutes ago it was sunny, but now it's raining and it's totally normal. So when you walk on the street, you see that there's raining suddenly. Not many people care about it. They just carry on walking because it's sunny and then it's rainy and then it's sunny. So you might end up going home like nothing happened. So the weather doesn't matter. So in the UK, there are 5 stages of education. They have early education, primary, secondary, further education, and higher education. And education is also compulsory for children starting at the age of 5 and 16. And in Denmark, they also have primary education, secondary education, undergrad, grad, and postgrad. And they also have the public daycare starting from 9 months. And all the children in Denmark, they also have access to tuition free and compulsory until they get 16 years old, like in the UK. And I also see that there's so many international students in the UK, but there's not that much in Denmark. I think they do have international students, yeah, for sure, but I think it's not that much compared to the UK. And I also see that not many students follow the same path, the traditional path, like in Vietnam. Like when we finish high school, we go into universities, and then we finish university, we go for the higher education. It's not like that because there's so many students in my class. They are at their 40s or 50s or 60s. So in the UK, I have heard that it's so terrible. I haven't experienced much. To be exact, I avoided to experience because it's so slow and they short staff all the time and strike all the time. So in Denmark, they care a lot about you. So because I'm pregnant, so I feel like they take really great care of me and my baby, both physically and mentally. They ask for my physical well-being and what else can they do for help, so I can reach out in case of emergency and post-emergency. I know exactly when to call, what to call, and who to talk with. So that makes me feel so secure. And they are so nice and friendly as well. So we are currently attending the Family Entrepreneur, in which they talk a lot about like different aspects of family, like finance, relationship, well-being. They speak Danish, but because we are not able to understand Danish, unfortunately, they do book an interpreter, English interpreter for it. It's so cool, isn't it? So both in two countries, it's quite convenient to travel by public transportations. You can take bus, lots of buses, trams or trains. In Denmark, they work like based on trust, which means they normally do not check your ticket. You do have to buy ticket, huh? You do have to buy ticket, but they normally do not check it. And when they know that you travel without ticket, you are done. The penalty is so expensive, so don't forget to buy one before you travel. But in the UK, they check every single time. And I also feel like in the UK, there are more strikes, cancels, and delays compared to Denmark. And I think in Denmark, they are so happy with their life, so I haven't seen any strikes so far. Feel like people in the UK, they are way more friendly than Danish people. For example, when in the UK in the morning when I was out for work or for study, I met some guys at my front door collecting trash. We both smile and say morning to each other. Or in the supermarket, when I made way for some old ladies, they would say thank you, love, kind of things. But I feel like in Denmark, in the same situation, it's not gonna be like that. They are so cold and they even do not react anything on their face. My husband keeps saying that Danish people are also friendly, but I do not feel the same way. I'm not sure whether it's because I'm biased, but that's what I feel. They are not really friendly. So there's some more to say, but the video is already so long now. So maybe I will see you in the next video, probably next week if I'm working hard, or maybe next year if I'm so lazy. But by the way, thank you so much for staying with me until the last minute, and I do appreciate it. And thank you so much, and goodbye, and have a lovely week. Bye bye.